Hello and welcome to Dnyanjyoti Educations. Student, recently MPSC State PCS announced the notification for the MPSC 2025. Let's see. So MPSC announced the notification. It has 385 vacancies, okay, and we have to apply till 28th March, and last date is 17th April 2025, okay, and examination is 8 September 2025. मतलब लगभग we have September, you have 28th of September you have the exam, okay, at least you have the 6 months for the preparation, okay. So we launched the batch, this Dheyya batch. So I will brief you about the batch. As you know that the prelims is very toughest part in all the stages, okay. Near about 4 to 6, it may be 4 to 5 lakh students apply for prelims exam. Then what is the success ratio? Success ratio is very less. Means is you can consider it 6 or 5 to 6,000 selected for the mains. Okay. So this is one of the toughest phase in all the examination, that is for prelims. As you know that this year the pattern get changed from objective to descriptive. So there are a lot of chances. There is a tough competition in the prelims. Those who are appearing for the core area student from UPSC, these are also every candidate applying for prelims examination. मतलब prelims MPSC prelims examination. मतलब fight is very tough. Earlier what happened? The crowd, UPSC crowd and MPSC crowd, this all together are different because pattern is different. UPSC has the descriptive pattern and MPSC has objective pattern. What happened? There is same thing. Now the same syllabus, UPSC syllabus, same syllabus is repeated by the MPSC. So you should be understand the seriousness of exam. So this is the toughest part. So this is the toughest part. Another thing is there. For the preparation, the clearing the exam, what is the most necessary things? Okay, first thing is syllabus. These are the masters syllabus. You have to first understand the syllabus. Each and every component, how many components are there? You go through all the syllabus. Second thing is your PYQ, previous year questions. Okay. Second thing is previous year questions. In previous year questions, at least 10 years for prelims. Okay. Then while analyzing the previous year question, please keep in mind type of the questions. How many type of the questions they ask in your examination. This is the most important part. Okay. Third thing is trend analysis. Then what is the trend analysis? Trend, as in concern with the UPSC, there is no set pattern because it is a unpredicted exam. Okay, but concern with the MPSC, it has a set pattern, asking the question as a set pattern. For example, you have each section has a 50 question, and apart from that they will ask near about 20 questions in science. Okay, we further divide these 50 questions. For example, we see the history means near about 30% for ancient and middle, and near about 70% is about the modern India. So this is a trend analysis. And last one is cutoff. Cutoff of exam. Cutoff of exam. This is the most important. This will give you clear idea about the boundary line. Okay, boundary line. The cutoff is very important. You should analyze the cutoff of at least 3 years cutoff. Okay. So what is the most important part? You have to understand the proper syllabus. Then you go through all the PYQs, previous year questions. Okay, and the trend analysis. Trend analysis. This is the very important part. Okay. This is those who are appearing now for the new pattern. This is the golden opportunity for them. This is a golden opportunity for them because it has happened in once a while in decade. In 2000, I think 2012 or 13, the syllabus gets changed. Earlier, MPSC has a descriptive pattern. Now it is a then objective pattern. Now again it is a descriptive patterns. Same thing happened with the UPSC 2013. It is a landmark year. Landmark year because all the candidates, those who are preparing for the exam, all the candidates on the same track. Same track. So at Dnyanjyoti, we are launching one course. We have the number of faculties, those are expert in their subjects. So one by one, they come and explain their portions and they give the brief about this batch. Please welcome Sumit sir.
Okay, hopefully that I am audible, and first of all I would like to thank Ashok sir that he has explained the trend of the examination. Now let me highlight few points. Ashok sir have already highlighted, but I would like to again bring back the attention of the students for these points. Okay, first of all, my name is Sumit sir and I would be the concerned faculty regarding geography and environment. Now friends, you need to understand that MPSC is scheduled on 28 September 2025. So we have almost 6 months, and in this 6 months we need to strategize our study in such a manner that we can crack the prelims as well as mains. Now you need to understand one thing, that we have launched a batch which is an exclusively prelims oriented batch. But you do not need to worry because we are going to cover those points which are even going to be there for mains. Geography and environment, which I am going to talk about around 5 minutes, is one such subject. This subject has reflection in both the stages. It is there in prelims also, it is there in the mains also. You need to understand that geography is around 15 marks weightage, or I would say 30 marks out of the 200 total marks it is going to appear. And again environment, which I can say is another point in geography only, will be coming for around 5 questions. So geography and environment togetherly will constitute around 20 questions, which is approximately 40 marks. And you need to understand whatever points we are studying in geography and environment are definitely going to be there in mains also. So it's a very important subject you need to understand. Now, first thing you need to understand that whenever we are studying geography, state services is going to ask geography at 3 levels. And those 3 levels are, first you would be facing questions from world geography. Second, you would be facing questions from Indian geography. And third, you would be having questions from Maharashtra geography. दोस्तों आपको यह समझना है कि ये स्टेट लेवल की एग्जाम है, एंड स्टेट लेवल एग्जामिनेशन विल फेच क्वेश्चंस व्हिच आर रीजनल स्पेसिफिक, दैट इज महाराष्ट्र स्टेट. They are even going to be questions which are from the world level, and India, which is the highest weightage, is another important topic that we have to prepare. All these 3 points needs to be even covered on 3 basic aspects. First is physical. second is social, and third is economical. So that is how our topic is spanning around. MPSC's geography requires few skills also. I would like to brief you in a very short, so that each and every faculty even explain about their subject in a brief manner. You need to understand that geography and environment holds an very high weightage. I have already actually made it clear that there are going to be around 20 questions, and 20 questions, 20 into 2, 40 marks are there for prelims. You need to understand geography and environment is not factual subject. Few factual points definitely we have to cover, but we also need to understand it at conceptual level and even analytical, because MPSC has changed its syllabus and has even changed its pattern. Now the syllabus for the mains have changed completely, and the pattern which was objective has now shifted to descriptive pattern. So you need to understand in the prelim stage only, we need to understand geography with an analytical focus. First thing you need to understand, in their batch, which is an exclusively English medium batch, because there is a lot of lacuna for English medium. Most of the batches are actually run down in Marathi medium, which is the state language of Maharashtra state. But English medium batch is something which is lagging in the state, and we are trying to fill that lacuna by bringing an exclusively English medium batch. All the subjects notes are going to be available in English medium. The batch is going to be conducted separately by our expert faculties, and we are going to cater the need of all the students who want to give this examination in English medium. So coming back to our focus, we need to prepare geography with analytical perspective also. Concept as well as facts need to be understood in detail. And then geography and environment is such a subject which has current affairs linkage also. Okay, you need to understand that there are a lot of things going on. There is a climate change, there are questions related to national parks, there are questions related to the pattern of rainfall. All such aspects and concepts we are going to definitely study in geography as a subject. So geography is a very important subject, and you need to understand we are definitely going to do it for 20 marks. So once I have briefed about this geography, then there are few other subjects also, and each and every faculty would be talking about. Now the next important subject is polity, and we have an polity expert who is now going to brief you and definitely explain in you a short what is the importance of this subject. So I would request Ajinath sir to explain students about polity as a subject. So let us welcome Ajinath sir, and now he would be actually explaining you polity, which is another important subject.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Namaste. I am Ajinath Kedar. I'm the faculty for the polity. Basically, what our dear sir Rao sir, the course director, and the Sumit sir, most respected faculty in the Dnyanjyoti Institute, both have briefed you about the beginning of the MPSC prelim preparation mainly. My focus is on the polity. I am going to take the polity as a subject. Initially, there would be $50 beats would be there, covering almost 30 marks. Most important aspect for the polity, I would like to tell you that these are very concrete beats which we can cover, because polity is the static subject. Ultimately, when you are focusing on the polity, then there are certain inherent things which you can cover in a very brief manner, like fundamental rights, historical background, then DPSP, then fundamental duties. These are the some basic tenets of the polity. Then after, ultimately there would be some bodies, constitutional bodies, statutory bodies. Ultimately there would be some articles, schedules, some constitutional amendments also. There will be very different kind of questions regarding the Maharashtra polity also. That means ki if the question is going to ask on the behalf of Panchayat Raj, then ultimately the focus would be on the Maharashtra Panchayat Raj mainly. Okay, then you have to take out sometimes there are questions on the legislation also, like suppose there is any current polity related aspect, then ultimately it covers under the polity subject also. And one thing is very important, that if you gonna cover polity in the prelim stage at very nice manner, then ultimately you will get more benefited into the main stage also, because during this year is the golden opportunity for the all Maharashtra PCS aspirants, because many of the last 2-3 years, many of the UPC aspirants were also waiting badly for the MPSC UPC pattern into the state PCS exam, and this year is the golden opportunity for all the students. Once we are going to take the differentiations on the polity, then we would be very current aspects of the polity would be covered, basic aspects of the polity will be covered, flow and gradual way, that means from historical background to the parliament chapter, then ultimately the constitutional bodies, statutory bodies, political parties, there are some historical part of the political parties also. There are some questions which are mainly asked into the state PCS exam only, okay. They are not exactly the similar way the UPC is asking, okay. You have to ask the unique questions, some questions which are going to ask into the MPSC pre-polity only, okay. Just for the sake of this part as a polity, we would have differentiations, we would cover all the different parameters of the current aspects also, and this is one of the most important and scoring part for the overall scoring for the prelim examination, so that we have to take it on a serious note, okay, and it will help us a lot for the maximum scoring, okay. The next session would be next subject would be economic part, sir. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Ajinath sir. Ajinath sir, Sumit sir, and Ashok sir, they covered most of the topic of polity as well as the introduction of the our batch. Now, actually, I'll go ahead with economics. See, when actually we are talking about economics, many students, they have fear regarding this subject. But see, don't have to worry about this, because in our batch, we'll analyze the whole overall pattern of the examination as well as overall the trend of the examination. When actually we are talking about economics, it is very important to understand the subject. See, economics is a conceptual subject. Conceptual subject. In this, you will find many concepts. So, if you find the overall trend of MPSC examination, prelims examination, you will find the 15 questions were asked since 2020. So, we need to understand, so there will be the weightage of 30 marks for this particular subject. But when we are actually talking about economics, we need to understand there will be two parts of it. One will be static part and another one will be dynamic part. Because in economics, the trend will be keep changing in overall world. So we need to understand that we should study in such a way that we need to understand the previous, actually the factual data as well as the dynamic data which are changing rapidly. So we need to study few topics such as social development. Then when we are actually talking about few books, then we need to study Indian Economic Survey. As well as the Maharashtra State Survey, Economic Survey. We should understand that this is a state PCS. So that the question will be from state economics as well. So when we are talking about economics, you need to understand that there will be logic behind each and every question. So we need to address in that way. So the study pattern will be as per the demand of the examination. Now, I would like to ask Dinesh sir to highlight regarding history subject. Thank you very much.
Namaskar and Jai Hind. Guys, my name is Dinesh Nandurbare and I will be your history faculty into the Dnyanjyoti education. So, as discussed by the respective faculties, they have full discussion about the changing exam pattern and the Dhey batch. I am going to talk about our subject, that is history. है ना? So बहुत लोग मुझे पूछते हैं कि सर ये हिस्ट्री बहुत ज्यादा टफ होता है, ये समझ नहीं आता, ये फैक्चुअल बहुत ज्यादा है. So there is a way to understand the history, है ना? First thing first, we have to understand the weightage of the history in examination. So as per MPSC is concerned, around 15 questions have been asking into the MPSC prelims examination. Okay. Now these 15 questions are very, very crucial into the MPSC prelims examination. Around 30 marks weightage is given to these subjects. So that's why it is very, very important. Now, importance of this subject is not from the prelims point of view, but as well as from the mains point of view also, because in mains it is a part of your GS first subject. Okay, so that's why understanding history is very, very important thing. Basically it's a static subject, है ना? इसके अंदर facts ही रटने पड़ते हैं हमको. But from this year, pattern of the mains examination for MPSC is going to change. So that's why we have to look into this subject from prelims point of view, which is particularly static in nature, and from mains point of view also, है ना? Which is analytical in nature. So we have a almost common syllabus for prelims and mains, but we have to look into the matter in two different parts. The batch, which is completely focusing on the prelims, because which is the toughest part in your journey, है ना? जैसे सर ने एक्सप्लेन किया था कि लाखों लोग एप्लीकेशन करते हैं लेकिन कुछ गिने चुने लोग ही जाते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि प्रीलिम्स ही क्वालिफाई नहीं कर पाते. सो फॉर दैट वी आर लॉन्चिंग इंग्लिश मीडियम Dhey batch. Under this we are going to talk about history subjects. Now there are certain complications regarding history. For example, it includes many parts: ancient, medieval, modern history, है ना? So I'm talking about modern Indian history, correct? Along with this, for MPSC prelims, there is Maharashtra history, है ना? History from the point of view of Maharashtra. Under the
हेलो दोस्तों, हमारे जो एमपीसी की Dhey बैच है उसके लिए जनरल साइंस की जो स्ट्रैटेजी है वो मैं आपको बताने वाला हूँ. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमें जो सिलेबस में दिया है वो क्या दिया है? सिर्फ जनरल साइंस. क्या दिया है? सिर्फ जनरल साइंस दिया है. उसमें ना कुछ टॉपिक दिया है ना कुछ ऐसा रिलेटेड दिया है कि जिससे हिसाब से हम क्या करें, पढ़ाई करें. उस हिसाब से हम देखेंगे तो जनरल साइंस में 3 इंपॉर्टेंट क्या आते हैं टॉपिक्स आते हैं. फर्स्ट क्या आता है? बायोलॉजी. सेकंड आता है फिजिक्स एंड थर्ड आता है केमिस्ट्री. अभी तक जो 2013 से जो सिलेबस चेंज हुआ था, तो अभी तक क्या हुआ है कि जितने भी एग्जाम हुए उसमें से क्या कि जब 2013 में एग्जाम नया पैटर्न होता तब 25 क्वेश्चन आते थे, तभी अभी घटकर 25 क्वेश्चन घटकर अभी कहाँ तक आए? 20 क्वेश्चन तक क्या होता है, कम होते जा रहे हैं. लेकिन 20 क्वेश्चन मतलब क्या है? जो 100 क्वेश्चन में से 20 क्वेश्चन मतलब 1/5 क्वेश्चन अभी भी क्या है? साइंस पे डिपेंड है. इसी हिसाब से 1/5 क्या है? वेटेज है किसका? जनरल साइंस का. तो ये सब्जेक्ट कैसा है कि सबसे ज्यादा इनपुट देने वाला है, लेकिन आउटपुट का उस हिसाब से क्या है? सबसे कम आउटपुट हमें मिलता है. तो उस हिसाब से हमें क्या करना है? सब जनरल साइंस का मतलब सभी टॉपिक का पढ़ाई करके बैठेंगे तो क्या होता? सबसे ज्यादा आउटपुट इनपुट हमें देना पड़ेगा, लेकिन आउटपुट क्या होगा? सबसे कम मिलेगा. इस हिसाब से मैं आपको ऐसा बताने वाला हूँ कि आपको इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक की सिर्फ उतने ही करके आप ज्यादा से ज्यादा मार्क्स ले सकते हैं. अभी देखो 20 क्वेश्चन मतलब क्या है? 20 क्वेश्चन मतलब 40 मार्क के लिए, और ये सबसे ज्यादा डिसाइडिंग क्वेश्चन होते हैं. तो उस हिसाब से क्या है? बायोलॉजी में कितने क्वेश्चन आते हैं? तो 8 क्वेश्चन आते हैं बायोलॉजी में. फिजिक्स में आते हैं 6 क्वेश्चन एंड केमिस्ट्री में आते हैं 6 क्वेश्चन. तो सब मिलके कितना आता है 20 क्वेश्चन यानी 40 मार्क। उस हिसाब से भी देखो फिजिक्स में क्या है, एक या दो क्या आता है न्यूमेरिकल हर साल आते ही आते हैं, और केमिस्ट्री में 1 या 2 न्यूमेरिकल आते आते हैं। तो उस हिसाब से हमें क्या करना है, इसकी थ्योरी तो करनी है, उसके साथ साथ हमें क्या करना है न्यूमेरिकल का भी इनका पढ़े अच्छे से करना है। और इसके बाद में हमें क्या करना है, जो कम समय में इसको ज्यादा कैसे पढ़ेंगे करेंगे, तो देखो इसके लिए हमें क्या करना है, जनरल साइंस की जो बुक है मतलब 6 to क्या करना है 10th पूरा साइंस का क्या करना है पढ़ाई करना है। 11th एंड 12th के जो साइंस की स्टेट बुक है उसमें से सिलेक्टेड टॉपिक करना है। इतना ही हमने किया तो क्या हमें 12+ तो आराम से मार्क्स मिल जाएंगे, जो कि काफी सही या अच्छे मार्क्स है। किस हिसाब से क्या मतलब एमपीएससी के हिसाब से इसमें से हम ऐसा एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर सकते कि 20 में से 20 आएंगे जैसे कि पॉलिटी में आते हैं या ज्योग्राफी में आएंगे, लेकिन साइंस में कैसा है कि 12 या उससे भी उतने आएंगे तो अच्छा मार्क्स समझे जाएंगे। ठीक है, तो मैं नेक्स्ट फैकल्टी को आपको बुलाने के लिए करता हूँ।
हेलो दोस्तों, मेरा जो सब्जेक्ट है वो करंट अफेयर है। अगर हम एमपीएससी राज्य सेवा के बारे में सोचे और अगर करंट अफेयर के वेटेज के बारे में सोचे तो करंट अफेयर के 15 क्वेश्चन और 30 मार्क्स के लिए करंट अफेयर आते हैं। अगर करंट अफेयर एक ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है जो हर बार बदलते रहता है, चेंज होते रहता है, और एमपीएससी का एक फिक्स पैटर्न है जिसपे करंट अफेयर पे क्वेश्चन आते हैं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल करंट अफेयर जो है उसमें 3 लेवल एमपीएससी ने सिलेबस में दिया है, इंटरनेशनल, नेशनल और महाराष्ट्र। अभी यहां पर एक चीज फोकस करना बहुत जरूरी है कि महाराष्ट्र को भी उन्होंने उतना ही वेटेज दिया है, क्योंकि महाराष्ट्र के अराउंड बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन आ रहे हैं। अगर इंटरनेशनल के बारे में हम सोचे तो इंटरनेशनल अवार्ड्स, इंटरनेशनल स्पोर्ट्स इवेंट्स और इंटरनेशनल चीजें, जैसे कि कोई फर्स्ट चीज हुई है, लाइक फर्स्ट एस्ट्रोनॉट कौन है, फर्स्ट वुमन कौन है, ऐसे जो क्वेश्चन रहते हैं वो बहुत सारे आते हैं। इसलिए ये जो सब्जेक्ट है उसमें 15 क्वेश्चन और 30 मार्क्स का वेटेज है, पर यहां पे हमें 15 में से 12, 13, 14 तक बच्चे ला सकते हैं। आपका उस पर कितना होल्ड है, आप उस सब्जेक्ट को कितना पसंद करते हो, उस चीजों पे ये सब डिपेंड करता है। अगर हम थोड़ा सा और ज्यादा इस सब्जेक्ट की गहराई में जाए तो हमें समझ में आएगा कि इसमें जो फर्स्ट सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है वो है इंटरनेशनल न्यूज। इंटरनेशनल न्यूज, और अगर हम एमपीएससी का ऑफिशियल सिलेबस देखें तो उन्होंने लिखा है इंटरनेशनल इवेंट्स। अभी ये इवेंट्स कौन से भी हो सकते हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल नाटो का सबमिट हुआ, अभी एक बार क्वेश्चन आया था कि नाटो में कितने मेंबर है, नाटो का सबमिट किधर हुआ था, नाटो का हेडक्वार्टर किधर है, तो ये होता है इंटरनेशनल इवेंट। और दूसरा अगर देखें तो इंटरनेशनल इवेंट अलग अलग पर्सपेक्टिव से होते हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल अगर हम इसको इकोनॉमिक्स के पर्सपेक्टिव से देखें तो जैसे कि इकोनॉमिक्स में आईएमएफ है या फिर वर्ल्ड बैंक है, उनका एक अलग इवेंट है। अगर हम इसको इन्वायरमेंट के पर्सपेक्टिव से देखें तो जैसे कि सीओपी मतलब कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑफ पार्टीज है, उस पे एमपीएससी क्वेश्चन पूछता है। तो इंटरनेशनल इवेंट अलग अलग हो सकते हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल अगर इसको ट्रेड के एंगल से देखें तो वर्ल्ड ट्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के इवेंट है। अगर उसको हम और इन्वायरमेंट में और अंदर जाए तो यूनाइटेड नेशन के जो इन्वायरमेंट रिलेटेड सबमिट है उस पे क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं। अगर हम थोड़ा सा इंटरनेशनल से पीछे आए और अगर हम नेशनल न्यूज की बात करें तो नेशनल न्यूज में इंडियन पर्सपेक्टिव से बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन आते हैं। फिर नेशनल न्यूज में कैसे क्वेश्चन आएंगे, नेशनल न्यूज में इंडिया में जो कुछ चीजें हो रही है। फॉर एग्जांपल 2023 में G20 सबमिट हुआ था। G20 सबमिट पे एमपीएससी ने ऑलरेडी बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन पूछे हैं, क्योंकि ये एक नेशनल इवेंट था पर उसको इंटरनेशनल कवरेज था। तो ये नेशनल इवेंट पे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन पूछे जा रहे हैं। नेशनल इवेंट में अगर आपको एक एग्जांपल देना मैं चाहूं तो नोटबंदी हुई थी, मतलब उसको हम डीमोनेटाइजेशन बोलते हैं। तो डीमोनेटाइजेशन का ऑफिशियली एमपीएससी ने तारीख पूछा था। अगर और एक एग्जांपल देना चाहूं तो जीएसटी का इंप्लीमेंटेशन हुआ था। जीएसटी का इंप्लीमेंटेशन ये हमारे इंडियन इकोनॉमिक हिस्ट्री का एक बहुत बड़ा इवेंट था, तो उस पे आयोग ने डायरेक्ट तारीख पूछा था। तो ये नेशनल इवेंट, उस पे कैसे क्वेश्चन आ रहे। उसके बाद अगर मैं महाराष्ट्र से रिलेटेड बात करूं, आयोग ने ऑलरेडी सिलेबस में डाला है कि हम महाराष्ट्र रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे। तो जैसे कि एक क्वेश्चन आया था कि महाराष्ट्र ने किसको अपना राष्ट्रीय फूल घोषित किया है, राष्ट्रीय फल घोषित किया है, राष्ट्रीय पेड़ घोषित किया है, इस पे भी क्वेश्चन आ रहे हैं। और अगर हम इसमें इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक को आयोग के मुताबिक 3 में कैटेगराइज कर रहे हैं, फिर भी अगर इसको टॉप प्रायोरिटी से लगाना है, मतलब सबसे ज्यादा क्वेश्चन, उसके बाद कम, उसके बाद कम, तो सबसे ज्यादा और सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है इंटरनेशनल न्यूज, उसके बाद सेकंड है अवार्ड्स। अब आप पूछेंगे अवार्ड्स पे कैसे क्वेश्चन आ रहे हैं, तो अवार्ड्स पे लाइक अभी रिसेंटली भारत रत्न दिया गया MS स्वामीनाथन जी को, तो MS स्वामीनाथन पे रिसेंटली राज्य सेवा 2024 में क्वेश्चन आया। उसके बाद अवार्ड्स में अलग अलग आते हैं, अवार्ड सिर्फ अपने नेशनल नहीं तो इंटरनेशनल, लाइक कांस फिल्म फेस्टिवल, ऑस्कर पे आ रहे हैं, या फिर अगर फीफा का कोई अवार्ड है, या फिर क्रिकेट में कोई ICC प्लेयर ऑफ द ईयर है, उन पे क्वेश्चन आ रहे हैं। उसके बाद स्पोर्ट्स में आयोग जो है वो बहुत डीप जा रहा है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल रिसेंटली पूछा था कि IPL में हैट्रिक इसमें से किसने किसने ली, या IPL में सबसे महंगा प्लेयर कौन, इस पे क्वेश्चन आ रहे। फिर इकोनॉमिक्स रिलेटेड न्यूज, इस पे क्वेश्चन आ रहे, लाइक महारत्ना कंपनी कौन सी मिली है, महारत्ना के क्राइटेरिया क्या है, नवरत्न रिसेंटली कौन सी मिली है, या कौन सी इकोनॉमिक न्यूज, जैसे कि रिसेंटली पूछा था कि गोल्डन ATM की शुरुआत भारत में किधर हुई है। तो ये हम जो सब्जेक्ट देख रहे हैं ये बहुत डाइवर्स सब्जेक्ट है, आयोग को इसमें क्वेश्चन पूछने का बहुत ज्यादा चांस है। तो हम ये कहां से कर सकते हैं, अगर आप राज्य सेवा करना चाहते हैं तो आप फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ने की आदत डालिए, उसमें से आपके सब करंट इवेंट कवर होंगे। और उसके बाद अगर कुछ बच रहा है या आपको कुछ उसमें डर लग रहा है करंट अफेयर के बारे में, तो ये जो हमारे ध्येय बैच है उसमें हम करंट अफेयर डिटेल में पढ़ाने वाले हैं और इसका आपको जरूर फायदा होगा। शुक्रिया।
Okay, so good morning class. So I would like to extend my deep sense of gratitude to all respective or distinguished faculty, those who has given deep insight about their respective subject. So what happened? Most of the people think MPSC pre, it's all about GS. So most of the students, they are focus on GS subject, so somewhere they overlook CSAT. So here I am going to discuss about brief strategy how to crack these hard nuts. So it has been seen since inception of CSAT, most of the students overlook this subject. Why? Because they thought it is only qualifying in nature. Yes, it's true, but what happened? Last couple of years we have seen the data says most of the veteran students, those who have qualified GS paper 1 but they are unable to qualify GS paper 2 because they thought because that is the only qualified nature, so they completely upstream of this subject. So that is the reason here when you prepare for prelims GS1 GS2, so you have to give same importance about CSAT. So CSAT. So here most of the students, what they think? So they think so we are preparing for MPSC because of we don't like aptitude. That's why they always run away from aptitude, but somewhere so they will meet this subject again and again. So what is the reason why they are just stay away from this subject? Because they think math is very hard nut to crack. Am I right or wrong? Okay, they think in reading comprehensive, RC, English is the national issue of India. Most of the students, they are completely afraid of English section. Apart from that, some people might think logical reasoning, but here that logical reasoning is completely different. So I would like to extend brief information about this topic and how to this topic can be cracked. First of all, we have to think. So this is a qualifying nature. So our first strategy should be, so in paper 2, there is only we have to solve 33% section. So here most of the case 27 questions. So what is our approach? Our approach should be what? We have to consider we have 40 questions for 2 hours. Okay, so how to make a strategy to qualify this section? So first of all, so you have to build your perception about how to solve critical thinking, analytical thinking related problem. Second, for maths. So here generally the question asks from aptitude, that is up to 10th standard level. But what happened, it has been seen the question level quite difficult. So people, student could not understand the depth of the mathematics up to 10th standard. So that is the reason most of the students, they feel so we should avoid this subject. But I would like to say, if you join with us, I can give so different approach as well as short trick, so you can crack this section within preparation of 2 months. So please stay with us. Thank you.
Okay, so welcome again. Now what we have understood is that we have understood approaches for the different subjects. All the experts have talked into a very brief manner and explained you that what does preparation of each subject means. Okay, see, MPSC prelims consist around 7 subjects or 7 points mentioned in the syllabus, and there is another paper also, that is CSET. Now Rumi sir have even explained that we need to look for that part also, that paper also. Now before ending this video, I would like to explain you short few details about our batch, which we have named Dheya. We have framed this batch targeting a exam which is going to be held on 28th September. This batch is going to be exclusively an English medium batch. So all the notes, the mode of teaching would be in English, so that students who are actually facing this lacuna, that they are not able to get an English medium batch, is now finished. You can definitely join us and actually target the 28th September examination, which is actually scheduled 6 months from the day where we have shooted this video. Now I would like to explain you a few details about this batch. This batch is an exclusively prelims focused batch. Okay, we are going to cover topics, subjects which are there for prelims, which are even overlapping with the mains, but the orientation would be for prelims only. We are going to conduct this batch starting from the very fundamentals. We are going to start it from the zero and take it to the most advanced level. So zero to basic is something, that approach we are going to cover. We are going to cover the requisite part of NCERT, the state board. We are here to target a marks which are approximately 125. See, past 3 years cutoff, if we see, the cutoff 2 years before was 106, last year 108, and recently if you observe, the cutoff is 117.5. So we can say that once we get 125 marks, it's a very safe score that we can definitely go for the means examination. So this would be our target. Of course, 125 and more than that, what we would be targeting. Then the duration of the batch would be approximately 6 months, something that we have scheduled around 150 days. And all the lectures which are live and recorded would be made available with a 2 years complete access. The time for this batch is kept deliberately at evening, that is 7 to 9. So any housewife, working candidate, student who is actually going to the college is definitely going or able to attend the lectures. Then we have even planned 15 tests. The test will consist of comprehensive sectional CSAT test, and definitely whatever we are teaching you, whatever you are learning, can be actually evaluated by giving the test. Okay, classroom, if I give you a brief understanding about classroom, the sessions are going to be 7 days a week. How? Monday to Friday we are going to conduct subject respective classes. Saturday we are conducting current affairs, and every Sunday we are going to give you tests. So you do not absolutely have any off. So what we are promising is 6 months batch. It's a complete 6 months. There is not a single day where you are getting off, and you are going to definitely benefit from this schedule. Then there would be a mentoring session for each and every candidate. There would be one-to-one mentoring. Candidate would be assigned an expert faculty. That faculty would be talking to the candidate through WhatsApp, through call, or candidate can meet those faculties in the institute also. Our institute is located in Pune. If you are able to come, you can come, and definitely experts will talk to you on face-to-face basis. Definitely you would be benefiting from such kind of program. If anyone, now another important thing that I missed out, that this batch is going to be online and it is going to be offline too. Online means you can definitely see that this batch is telecasted by various online mode. It would be available to you in live and recorded form also. Sessions would be conducted live. After those live sessions, if you missed out, those recordings would be made available to you, so that you do not miss out any single session and definitely you complete your syllabus in a very holistic manner. If any candidate who is going for online, he would be given home delivery of the printed notes. 80 to 90% of the notes would be made available to you. We would be couriering you, so that notes are there in the form of printouts, booklets, and then you can read it and definitely cover your syllabus. Then any person who doesn't want to go for the batch, just want to cover CSET batch, we can definitely make that CSET batch available to him also. And current affairs lectures would be our special feature, because current affairs are definitely there, but they are exclusively in Marathi medium. Through English medium batch, we are actually going to give you a complete holistic solution for current affairs. Current affairs sessions are scheduled every Saturday, and we are promising that we would be having a coverage of around 1 to 1.5 years. That would be enough to actually crack this exam with a score that we are targeting, that is 125 plus. Okay, so definitely if you have any query, what you can do, you can just note down this number. I would repeat those number for you. The number are 788 788 799 2834, or there is another number you can notice, that is 9975806127. You can give us a call, you can WhatsApp us, you can text us in any related queries regarding this batch. You can actually talk with the counselor. We would be replying to all the questions, and we would be ensuring that whatever you are paying for, you would be given those services. Because if we want to crack this examination, which is scheduled on 28th September, we need a strategy. If you have a strategy, go for it. If you do not have any, definitely I would say go for this batch. It's a complete strategized program for around 6 months, which would be targeting this exam. That thing that we are promising is 125 marks plus. So definitely do join there, and definitely we can see you in lecture. Thank you everyone. Once I have actually made this points clear, Ashok sir would be now talking to you and would be making few points more clearer.
Thank you, sir. What I want to, please, Smith sir. Please. So apart from this, sir explain everything is, this is all the features of our courses. Okay. So what I want to convey is that, okay, knowledge, every exam, any prelims exam, apart from you say UPSC, MPSC, anything, there are two factors. Knowledge is never a factor. Knowledge is never a factor. Okay. So what is important? You need 50% knowledge plus 50% strategy. You read a lot of books, you go through all the notes, you watch all the videos, but if you don't have strategy, then you are not going to crack this exam, right sir?
Yes sir, yes.
Yes, strategy is the most important part. I saw in the Pune also and in Delhi also, the people sit for 10 hours, 15 hours, morning to evening. They continuously reading, even 7 days also.
Yes sir.
Okay, but that is not going to help you, because solving the exam, solving the question exam, that is a skill. Okay, so knowledge is altogether different part, and the solving the exam is altogether different part. That solving the question paper required skill. Okay, so skill, we have the sessions. We have the session on the skill development. Okay, skill development sessions. Okay, there are a lot of MCQ practice, short tricks are there. For concern with the concern with the tricks also, we can take in the class, like there is a fundamental basic structure.
Basic
Basic
of
structure.
constitution.
There are some questions are there. They ask sometime, like there are cases, code cases are there. They ask. So we have the short tricks. Okay, that is a Sunil Gavaskar, Karl Marx. That is a Sajjan Singh, Golaknath, Keshwananda Bharati, and Mirwalva Mills. We have near about 500 plus tricks. Okay, that will easily remember you. That will make your job very easy. Understand? This examination is all about the revision, number of time revision and solving the papers. We will take care of that in this course.
Yes.
Okay. Apart from that, anything else, sir?
Yes, as you have definitely explained that we are going to conduct this course in a such a way that it becomes very easy to remember things for the students, and definitely they would be benefiting from the very layman language that we use in this course, because all the faculties actually connect to each and every student very well. So definitely if students joins us, then they would be benefiting and they would be actually heightening their chances of success, sir.
Apart from that, we have the mapping classes.
Yes.
Dedicated mapping classes. We have the dedicated on the international news.
Yes.
We have conducting the different revision classes for each sections.
Even free YouTube sessions would be made available, so that you actually benefit and understand that what is the right direction for this exam.
I want to say for concern with our faculty is very expertise in their subject. You saw, just we give the teller that every faculty is very expert in their field, because we have the criteria to take them. We have the very different criteria. Okay, every faculty is qualified. They appeared twice in the mains. They appear for the interview of the UPSC and PCS exam also. So we don't compromise with the quality.
Yes.
Okay. We will deliver the 100% quality.
Yes, sir. Yes, definitely.
And we have printed study material, latest updated printed material we have. So everything is, when if you have the revision, another part is of the
Sir, please.
Yes. Another part is of the revision. Without revision, it's like it is nothing. If you want to crack the prelims examination, the revision is the part and parcel to crack the exam. So you don't wait. Join this course. In the one decade, this is a golden opportunity. ठीक है? अगर आप सोचते ही रह जाओगे, ठीक है? वो बोलते हैं ना सर, ठीक है? वो चांदनी रातों में सोया, उसने सुनहरी धूप का मजा लिया, कुछ करने की चाह में वो यूं ही गुजर गया. तो you have to be an action man. सबसे मतलब वही होता है कि एक्शन नहीं, सब देखते हैं, मतलब आज स्क्रोलिंग का जमाना है, सब देखते हैं. So this is the golden chance. You have to take action. Okay. So I will invite my faculty members.
Yes, we would like to actually invite all the faculty members, and we just want you to make aware that we have a very expert team, and we have a team that is going to actually build your success. Okay. Each and every face that you have witnessed is an experienced person who have at least an experience of 6 years, and they have cracked examination. They are expert in each and every subject, and definitely you would be benefiting from this program.
So join it as soon as possible. Okay. We will meet in the classroom also.
Yes, definitely they would be joining us.
Yes.
And let us now invite them, and let us hope that we see most of the students in the class.
And please note down this number. If you have any doubt, you just call it or message it. Okay. If you have any doubt, you call it. Once you message it, what you will get? You get PDFs. PDF of previous year questions, syllabus, trend analysis, cutoff, and sample current affairs. This is the sample. It is a free, just free of cost. Okay, just message it. You get all the PDFs free. We have the special counseling session also. We have the educational counselors. Okay, that is a psychological counseling. If you have any problem, concern with the exam, like anxiety of exam, you don't remember it, you need study plan, self-study plan, we provide all the services free of cost. Just call it, give a message it, our counselor, team member going to connect with you. Thank you. तो भी ये सब आने चाहिए थे। हाँ ठीक है ना, काढूंगी फोटो सर के मोबाइल से। अरे